You're welcome. I got you. Good morning, everybody. I am Jordan Cox. We're not going to need these, but I thought this was funny, so I wanted to show this to you. We're going to be on a tight time schedule, I guess. So in the next 6 minutes, I don't want to pitch you anything. I don't want to sell you anything. I want you to know who I am. I want you to know what I do. And then I actually have an ask for help at the very end of this that could actually benefit you guys. So my name is Jordan. I grew up in this area. I'm 32 years old. I want you guys to learn a little bit about me. I am father of two, husband of one. I love marketing, especially within automotive. And then I'm also passionate about storytelling. I love the visual medium. I know that you guys understand why the visual medium is so important, but I just want to give a real quick reminder and a refresher about that. The stuff that I produce is higher end production content through video. So what does that mean? What does that look like? It means we're going to have something that's well lit, something that's well composed. It'll sound good, it'll look good. A lot of times it'll happen in a specific event like this. What we do is we go and we shoot content like this, where it is a customer testimonial, they're talking about something very specific. What we can do is now take this content and kind of share it in a few different ways. My favorite is going to short form, so now all of a sudden we can use this on organic social media, which is a really good way to share brand awareness around who you are, what you do, but also to talk about some pain points because, for example, I know that there's no audio on this, but he's literally talking about a pain point that he has at his automotive dealership. So that's really important. It's kind of setting out the pain points for that. So right now, I do video production for automotive dealers and industry partners around the country. So I travel around, I spend time with them, but one thing I really wanted to do was grow my local community, and I wanted to help businesses here in this area. So what I've done is kind of done this next arm and said, okay, how can I help local businesses? And how can I help them succeed this way? Using a very similar format. How do we shoot stuff like this? It takes a lot of equipment. It takes multiple cameras. It takes time sync devices. It takes audio equipment. It takes good lighting equipment in a bunch of different ways. And it also just takes good composition. That's stuff that I do well at. That's where my value's at. So people bring me in to take care of those complicated stuff like that, and then also the post-production editing to make it look and sound good, just kind of like what you guys saw. So let's talk about storytelling real fast. You have, let's talk about the visual and audio side of it. If you have this is just a photo. This is great. It tells a story. They're celebrating something. We don't know what they're celebrating. We know that they're a team. We know where they're at. We know who they are. Most people know Gates Automotive. You guys probably think and realize this is like either sales managers or a sales team, which is great. The next level of storytelling is using audio. So even if it's just a simple podcast, we can use audio to enhance what that story is, pain points, or even just talk about certain, for lack of a better term, characters moving through lessons that they've learned. The next example, to take it even deeper, is through visual storytelling. So if we go to someplace, we can talk about the scale of something. So that's the largest Honda store in the world, which is in Schaumburg, Illinois. We went there to talk about how big it was, the scale of it, and to do a few other things while we were there. But now we can show visually many different things. I know that sounds really basic, but I wanted to show why it was so important for the video side of it for me. So there's a few takeaways I want to teach you guys, and I hope that this can help you guys either do better video, better storytelling in your own formats, or just have a better conversation with someone, because you can literally use these two things to enhance anything you're doing. What makes a good story? Number one, a good hook. You need a really good hook to really bring someone in to capture their attention. And I'm keeping things super simple. Number two, a lesson. The lesson should be something about life. And what I mean by that is it's got to go down all the way to the most basic form of humanity, which is that sometimes we either lose someone we love, or we realize we didn't have something we lost at, or we just either want to run from something we're afraid of or towards something that we love. So again, super basic there. Let me show you what that means. I'm gonna play this here for a second. I filmed weddings the last couple years. Here's the hook. You will not believe what this groom is about to do. Okay, so they're out front taking photos. I know we don't have the audio side of it, but they're out front taking photos, and they were posing for a photo, and he dropped his bride on our wedding day. So that hook and that setup got your attention, made you watch the video. Now number 2, what's the lesson? Let me show you. What did they do after this?
Get a massage.
They got right back on their feet. They had smiles on their face, and they didn't let something so minor or small ruin the biggest day of their life.
Oh, he'll pay for it later.
That's right. But they put on some smiles right now.
Yeah, you're glossing over some things.
Yeah, that's right. But they still went on to continue their day, even though there were bumps in the road. There were some things like that caused them that were unexpected, that kind of got in their way of that. So, I'll play this. This is just some visual stuff that I've shot before, just kind of showing them what I do, how I shoot it, what it looks like. But ways that I need help from you guys is, I want to be able to help small businesses, medium-sized businesses in this area. And I want to do that through beautiful looking video and good storytelling. What I'd love to do is find some people that I can help through pro bono content, really simple explainers, really simple talking head video, where I can come out and help you guys in your businesses. For example, Ryan, we've already had a few things where I've helped you create great content that helps you share it on social, and it's formatted well and it looks good.
Already on my website and my YouTube.
I love that. So what I'd love to do is find a few more people that I can help, so that I can get some example material, so that I can continue doing this here in the local area, and as opposed to just with automotive dealers across the country. Questions? Q&A now.